Stop chasing a version of happiness that does not exist and start living your truth. True joy arrives the exact second you stop fighting with the reality of your life. Your obsession with constant improvement is actually the silent thief of your daily internal peace. Sarah realized that sitting in silence was more healing than any expensive self-help retreat ever. Happiness is not a destination you reach, but a quiet side effect of releasing resistance. Leo discovered that being okay is the most powerful starting point for any real fulfillment. Stop measuring your days against a perfect standard that only exists in your own head. Elena found clarity by simply allowing herself to feel tired without any guilt or judgment. The word should is a poisonous trap that turns your relaxation into a stressful performance. Mark stopped fixing his feelings and finally felt the calm he had been desperately seeking. Ordinary moments are not obstacles to your joy, but the sacred spaces where it lives. Maya embraced the boredom of a rainy Tuesday and found a strange sense of relief. Resistance is always much heavier than the actual feeling you are trying so hard to avoid. James noticed his jaw clenching and decided to let the moment be exactly as it. Growth stretches your soul, but happiness is what finally settles you into your own skin. Clara stopped demanding that every single day spark joy and started feeling much more steady. You do not become happier by feeling better, but by being less at war inside. David let the quiet evening exist without reaching for his phone to fill the space. Happiness is incredibly shy and only appears when your internal attention finally relaxes its grip. Sophie stopped supervising her emotions and discovered that ease was already waiting right there now. Your body knows the difference between forced positivity and the grace of genuine self-acceptance. Ryan breathed through the irritation of traffic and felt a sudden wave of unexpected peace. Needing less from the current moment is the ultimate secret to a truly wealthy life. Nora stopped evaluating her experience and started actually living it with an open heart today. Acceptance feels completely normal, yet it is the most transformative skill you can ever learn. Tom realized that his happiness was not missing, but simply overlooked in the daily rush. Release the tight grip on your expectations to create room for joy to finally land. Anna stayed with her energy exactly as it was and felt a solid new strength. Happiness does not ask you to feel amazing, but simply to stop insisting on difference. Liam found that washing a simple cup could be a moment of deep internal stillness. The friction inside you is what burns through the peace you are working to build. Zoe stopped asking her life to justify its existence and found a quiet new rhythm. Stand down from the internal argument and watch your shoulders drop in total physical relief. Felix noticed that neutral moments were actually the most honest version of his true happiness. Stop trying to upgrade your present and start noticing the beauty in the very ordinary. Grace found that her happiness was a side effect of finally letting the world be. Every slow breath is a signal that you are no longer fighting with your own. Victory is not found in the pursuit, but in the permission you give yourself today. Sam stopped waiting for things to improve before he allowed himself to be truly okay. Joy settles quietly in the room you create when you stop pressuring yourself to perform. Life fluctuates and repeats, but your happiness lives inside the beauty of that steady repetition. Ruby realized that her growth and her happiness did not have to arrive together now. Softening your attention is the only way to invite the shy spirit of joy back. Oliver let the emptiness of the night exist and found a surprising sense of softness. Happiness is not a reward for your effort, but a result of your internal space. Isabella stopped measuring her progress and started appreciating the steady ground beneath her tired feet. The most happiest thing you can do is stop demanding the moment prove its worth. Caleb noticed the steady feeling of a normal morning and did not look for more. Your experience changes the moment you stop making your own natural discomfort a huge problem. Happiness is already here if you stop pushing it away with your loud internal noise. Stop treating your peace like a task you are failing at every single quiet day. Diana found that staying with her life was more rewarding than constantly trying to become. Contentment is simply noticing that nothing is actually wrong in this very specific small moment. Victor released the idea that he should be further along and felt instantly lighter now. The quietest moments often hold the loudest truths about what your heart truly needs today. Let the questions walk with you instead of rushing toward a forced and empty answer. Happiness is a byproduct of living well, not a goal you can ever truly catch. Sasha stopped fighting the stillness and found it was actually a very gentle old friend. Your presence matters more than your productivity when it comes to the art of being. Stop asking how to be happier and start asking what you are fighting right now. True wealth is the absence of the struggle to make the present moment something else. Hugo found that happiness arrived inside the discomfort once he stopped making it a monster. Allowing is the highest form of self-love you can practice in this busy modern world. The weather of your life will change, but your internal steady ground can always remain. Stop waiting for the spark and start noticing the steady glow of your own existence. Nadia realized that happiness feels like being okay with the exact moment you are in. The mind scans for what is missing, but the heart knows what is already here. Every ordinary day is a fresh opportunity to stop pushing your own natural joy away. Grip creates tension, but release creates the beautiful space where your soul can finally breathe. Jasper stopped arguing with reality and watched his entire world soften in a single breath. Happiness doesn't need your hard work, it only needs your soft and kind daily attention. Stop evaluating your life while you are supposed to be busy living it with love. Lily found that neutral was enough, and her life suddenly felt much more complete today. Being less at war with yourself is the greatest victory you will ever truly win. The feeling of okayness is the humble soil where the greatest joys eventually start growing. Marcus stopped chasing the high and started appreciating the low and steady hum of life. Happiness is a side effect of disappearing friction between your desires and your current reality. Stop demanding transformation and start practicing the deep and quiet art of staying with yourself. Vera realized that her happiness was shy and needed a peaceful place to finally land. A steady day is a beautiful gift if you stop calling it boring or empty. The most powerful reframe is knowing that you already have enough to be totally okay. Julian let his thoughts fade and found that his happiness was waiting in the silence. Stop being a supervisor of your feelings and start being a true companion to them. Every moment you don't resist is a moment where happiness has a real chance. Amara found that her happiness was not hidden, but simply covered by her own effort. Stop asking life to be different and start allowing it to be exactly as it. The absence of struggle is the most relieving form of joy a human can experience. Dante stopped pushing and found that the current of life was already carrying him home. Happiness is the state you stop interfering with when you finally let yourself just be. Sophia noticed one neutral moment and stayed there until her heart felt a little lighter. Your internal landscape softens when you give yourself permission to just exist without a plan. Stop looking for a destination and start noticing the beauty of the very long walk. Happiness lives in the repetition of mornings that don't change but still feel very good. Finn realized that he was already happier than he thought by using a different scale. Let the moment be enough just once and watch how your entire perspective shifts today. Take good care of your heart by stopping the endless pursuit of an imaginary better. The quiet companion of English and peace is always here whenever you need to return.